I'm Shay Russell for mining.com.au, and joining me today is the CEO of GTI Energy, Bruce Lane. Bruce, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm great, Shay. It's great to be back with you.
Before we kick off into today's news, I wouldn't mind a recap of events that happened a week ago. You were recently in Kansas at the NEI Uranium Conference. Can you sort of give me a little bit of a recap about the mood on the ground there, especially as we've just had Trump take out this new election?
Yeah, the NEI conference is really a nuclear fuel symposium. Had all the utility, well, a lot of the utility buyers there and a lot of the industry in the room. So generally, the mood is very positive around the future for nuclear power, as you'd imagine. I guess the one thing the conference did highlight that there is still a bit of a standoff between the utility fuel buyers and the producers of uranium. You know, there's a few issues around the nuclear fuel supply chain that probably need to be resolved. But all in all, I think the future, the mood is that the future is very positive. I think the Trump victory, I think on balance is probably positive for the industry. He's made some very positive comments about nuclear power, and obviously he's got Elon Musk as part of his team, although we're not sure exactly what part of his team he's going to be. But he also has been saying some very positive things about nuclear power. So we don't see any negative from that. I think a change of administration is always a little bit unsettling for the people in the Department of Commerce and the Department of Energy to see, who's in charge of those areas. But policy has been strongly bipartisan for the past, few months and past year. So I think in general it's positive. It may just take a little while to shake out.
Now, Bruce, just moving on to today's announcement, and you've recently staked more ground over at Lo Herma, and you've also said that there will be some samples sent to the lab for processing. Tell me, when can we expect to hear results from these samples, but also to what made you increase the ground that you have at Lo Herma?
Yeah, we identified an opportunity to the north and the south of the drilling in the eastern part of our project, where we encountered some great mineralisation at depth in what we believe to be the Fort Union Formation. So we've staked some ground to the north and got our foot on some ground to the south. So we'll complete the second phase of that staking probably in December, and it'll add around about a mile of trend, we believe, which has been it's great low hanging fruit to add to the scale of the project. We've also finished preparing samples, metallurgical samples for the lab. So those samples will be used to calibrate our in-field gamma log assays with physical assays, and we'll also do some permeability and leaching testing on those samples. And I guess one of the key things there is that we're looking to confirm the amenability for alkaline leach for the project. So we have no reason to believe it won't be amenable, but of course we've got to do some sampling to test that. And those results will form part of the data that we need if we kick off a scoping study in December.
There's obviously a lot of work happening at the moment. Is GTI Energy still on track to provide a resource upgrade in mid-December?
Yeah, our plan, as we've stated previously, is to get out an updated mineral resource estimate and an updated exploration target for Lo Herma. So, we're hoping that that'll be in early to mid-December. And at that point, that will give us the confidence we hope to move on with our scoping study. And that scoping study has in some respects already started with the collection of the metallurgical information and, of course, the resource update. And then we'll look to complete that in the first part of next year.
Listen, Bruce, it sounds like there is still an awful lot happening for GTI Energy. Thanks so much for speaking with me today, and I can't wait to speak again.
Yeah, great, Shay. Hope to see you soon.